Okay, so we're at the top of Virginia Canyon Mountain Park. We are up above Idaho Springs there, which from where I live is only about a 20-minute drive. I think from Denver proper might be more like 30-40 minutes, so very close. This is essentially a bike park. It's about 15 miles of trails already, with I think ultimate plans being around 28 miles of trails. Most of this is dedicated for mountain biking, with I think nearly all of the trails being directional, meaning on the downhills, you're not stopping every few hundred feet for someone who's climbing up. And I think that's a huge deal for safety too. You're never gonna fly around the corner, see somebody climbing and, go over your handlebars. Most of the money for this project seems to have been donated by Trek, with another huge chunk of funding coming from the mine, Argo Mine. You can see right over my shoulder here that they're working on building a gondola, so you can access the top of this trail system that way if you prefer, instead of riding up. I'll throw some images up on the screen. Ultimately up here too, they have plans to build a giant pedestrian plaza. They think some like food and dining options and an observation deck. It's going to be really incredible. A lot of these downhill trails are really flowy with kind of big berms and really cool wooden features. I would say that even on the blue-black trails, like Drop Shaft, for example, there's just a lot of potential ways to ride it a little bit safer if you prefer not to grab big air and not to ride up on some of the bigger features. There tend to be ways to roll most of these jumps and take alternate lines, which is really cool. So here's one of these really cool wooden features I was talking about. This one just being kind of a flyover up and over this trail that I'm climbing right here. Another thing they're doing really, really well here is really good signage. So you really always have a sense of what trail you're on and what trail you might want to stay on. Another cool thing is kind of all the way up this main climb, there are many ways you can just hop on trails and go downhill earlier. So that kind of makes potentially lapping certain spots and features over and over again just a lot more feasible than having to go all the way back down and climb all the way up. So this is awesome. In terms of climb up to the top, relatively easy climb, not particularly technical, which is really, really unique for front range riding. That means that climbing up 1,200-ish feet, which is what my Garmin's showing me here, it doesn't really feel that hard because you're just not blowing through all your energy on getting up and over these big rock features. All right, let's try out Drop Shaft. This place is awesome, thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
So funny story, got all the way to the bottom with some of kind of the coolest parts and found out that my camera had just stopped. So I rode back up. I'm trying out one of those kind of shorter on-ramps to the trail. So I'm doing this again and I'm doing it for you, but really I'm doing it for me, you know? Wow. Oh.